right, today I'm going to do Mary and Joseph and the baby in the manger, Jesus in the manger, and out of the same type thing that I did last year with the carolers. And I just wanted to show you, okay, on this set of carolers that I done, I just rounded the head. And on my original pattern that I did in 1999, I did curve in at the shoulders, made some shoulders, and I cut some thin wood at the bottom for feet. But I found that pattern and I want to show it to you. This is it, my original pattern. That's my original pattern, and you can see where the neck I brought in for the shoulders and the thin wood for the feet. But that was in, let's see, properties. Right here, modified, September 10th, 1999 at 6:45 p.m. I drew up these patterns and let people have them. And I made the little carolers. But today I'm going to change these into kind of a manger scene. So let's get started with it. All right, now I'm going to get started on this. I had the, or what I'm going to use for Joseph and Mary. I already had them cut out. I had them last year because I did the set of carolers. In fact, I've done 2 sets, and I only finished 1 set. And I still have the other one. I believe it's the taller one, the taller caroler in the garage. But I decided to change these into Mary and Joseph. And what I did on these right here, my husband cut me down a 2x4 so I would have something similar to what I had in my pattern. This is 2.5 inches, and this is just off a 2x4, so a 2.5 inch. If you can find something relative, I mean, it doesn't have to be those exact dimensions or anything. Just round the top of the head. And what I did, it was, I think, take a glass and put up here and just, well, like this, and just followed it, drew it off, and then took it out to my scroll saw, or if you have a bandsaw, whatever, I cut it out. And now I need a manger, so I just took, this is just not a 2x2, maybe it is. It's probably called a 2x2, but it's shorter. Anyway, it's just a piece of wood, and it wouldn't even have to be that thick. This is going to be my manger, and I just made a line here and a line here, and I'm going to take this out to my scroll saw and cut it down and get started on the manger. Okay, I forgot to tell you the height of each one of these. The tallest one is 9.5, and the shortest one is 7.5, but you can make them whatever you want. But a lot of people like a general height that they can start with, and then they can take it from there and make it their own. And I wanted to show you another way. I was just thinking another way to do these if you didn't want to have to round or cut anything, just had 2 long pieces of board. If you could find, now this is what I would use, only I would find a bigger size, probably a 2-inch ball that has that flat on it. If it was bigger, it would look good. And you'd put one on top of each one. This is just a piece that I used the other day. And if it was flattened just a little bit. Anyways, you could use something like that. That would be really cute. All right, to start with, I am going to get my little manger ready. And where's my brush? I'm going to use... my last video, I said vinegar, water, and steel wool. I did not mean vinegar, water, and steel wool. I meant just straight vinegar. What you do, because I did have someone ask on the last video what I was talking about, is you get a jar and you fill it up with some vinegar, straight vinegar, and then you take some steel wool, and you get the finest steel wool that you can find. This one is 0000. That's what I have. And drop it in there, put the lid, well, just set the lid on it, and let it set for a week, 2 weeks, till it starts turning brown. And then you can take your steel wool out, throw it out, and that's what I use for this, and it changes your wood to look like it's aged. So I'll just paint this on here real fast. And then I'm going to set it aside to let it dry, and I'll start on my Mary and Joseph. Oh, my head's in the light. Okay, I'm just going to set that aside and let it be drying. And I did take my paint can here, laid it on there, took my pencil and went around, made a circle so I'd know where to paint my face. That's the way I done that. Now I'm going to start, and I thought I was out of my flesh color that I liked, but I found it. And it is the Delta Ceramcoat Acrylic Flesh. It's just AC, it says AC Flesh. And it's not too pink and not too dark. I like it. I thought I was out. I couldn't find it. I found it. But anyways, I'll just paint both of the heads, or the faces, with this. And then I'm going to go pick out the colors for the bottom part. That's simple. This is a very easy project. And if you use the ball on the top for the head, that'd be really easy also. Just paint it. Okay, I don't really know if I need this painted, but I'll go ahead and go with it a little bit. Alright, I'm going to continue on and do both of the heads, and then I'm going to pick out the color for the bottom part of it. Now I'm painting the bottom part of it. I have this one painted, and I used Territorial Beige by Apple Barrel. And then on Mary, I'm using Apple Barrel Blue Stoneware. I'm going to finish painting these. I'm going to let them dry, and then I'm going to take them out and stress them, and then I'll do the faces. All right, I'm going to start on the eyes. I have a real thin brush here, and I've just made drew a little bit of an oval, 2 ovals on there, and hopefully, I'm looking around for my glasses. I may need my glasses. Okay, hopefully I'll not mess this up. I did take them out, both of them, and distress them just a little. They don't have to be perfect. I have to tell myself that. And if I try to make them perfect, I know maybe I can just push down on my brush. Okay, that one's a little wider. And if I keep trying to even them up, I'll end up messing them up. There's got to be an easier way to do this. I think I'm going to get me another brush on the other one. Okay, I'm going to leave it just like that. I'm going to leave it alone. They're a little cockeyed. I wonder. Hang on, guys. Alright, I went and got me another brush. I'm trying this. I think that will work. I hope. Just kind of touching it down. Okay. Boy, those are really cockeyed. All right, now the cheeks. This is just some blush on a little fingertip dauber. I don't want to hit the eyes. Okay, that's good. Okay, I am going to let those eyes dry before I try to put some clothes on them. Now I'm going to move to the manger. So I'm going to get my stuff ready for that. All right, first thing I'm going to do, this has dried completely and it looks aged. There's the way it looked before and the way it looks now. And I am going to kind of dry brush some white onto it. Let's put some Waverly plaster down. I'm just going to streak it just a little bit. Should go that way with that. Just in case it needs it on the back. Or the back looks better than the front. All right. Put that in my water. Now, I've taken I have two of I had several sizes of these. I think I used this size on the last project, which is quite a bit smaller. I'm thinking there's the one I used last time. And for this, I think I'm going to go with that one, because it is going to have the moss up around it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that on. I'm using hot glue. That right there. And now I'm going to put some of the moss on there, just like I did on my other one before. And that will probably, I don't know, I might, was thinking maybe put a star right there. Nah, I'll just leave it. Okay, I'll put this. I need to get those long glue sticks. My glue sticks just don't last very long. Okay, where is my little thingy? There it is. Good more. Kind of push some of that up in there that I see some wet glue. A little more on the end of it. Rolling it around up my hand. Okay, right there. wonder if I should put a little right there. I think so. Okay. Should have had something more like straw. Oh, I did have some of that seltzer down there. Well, it's too late now. Okay. I want some of it hanging down. It ain't gonna hurt. All right, that is, I think, finished there. All right, now clean up my mess and get to the putting the clothes on my people, Mary and Joseph, and that project should be finished. So I'm going to start on it. I've went and grabbed some material out. I think I can use, think I have an idea how to put it on. Let me right fast clean up this and then I'll be right back. Well, I had a hard time finding material because I do have homespun like green and red and black, but this needed something a little different. I think I'm going to, this was a piece that I had some material that my friend Sheila sent me in my Happy Mail. And I have used it on something. I think my fall swag, I used some strips on it, but it's the only thing that I could really find that really went with her. I wonder. I was just thinking maybe just, let's see, need to pull it down more like this, back. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Pull it down, pull this there. Probably put a little glue right up in here, and if I put it wrong, then it's going to be already glued down. Got some strings coming. Well, put a little right there, just to kind of hold it. I'll put some back here so it won't. There's my scissors. Okay. I think I'm just going to leave that like that. Maybe put a little glue so it's not coming up so far on her face. Put that down in there. Okay, I'm going to have to call it good on that. There's really not a lot I can do. All right, there's Mary. Now, Joseph. How am I going to do Joseph? I wonder. Got two different pieces here. That is not it. What did I do with it? Had the wrong thing set out. That's a thicker strip. I need this one. I think. I don't know. Anyways, I thought, kind of bring that down, right? How much do I need? Right in there. I don't need this whole big long piece, but I'm afraid to cut it off before I'm done with it. Wrap it around there and bring it back around. I got a big long piece to tuck down in there. Okay, probably like that. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off because I think that's good. Cut that piece off. So okay, just leave that like that. Got to cut it off some though. Here. Gonna have to glue it down. It's working its way back up. Hang on, guys. I know I'm going out of frame, but I'm trying to get what I want. Okay, I need to half that. Okay, so right in there needs to go. Okay, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Kind of got that up too far. All right, need to pull this up a little bit because I want it to come down some. All right, hang on, guys. I'm going to get my jute. Okay, I have some jute here. Put that around the head. Pull that down. Yeah, because I didn't want that coming quite like that. Pull this around. Pull this around. I am going to put some glue up underneath there. A little bit to hold that seam down. Guys, I'm going to fiddle with this off camera. Okay, I've glued and tucked and glued and tucked. So I think that's it. I don't know what else to do with it. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. All right, I'm going to go set it up and take a picture of it and show y'all what the whole setup looks like. This should be a really easy project. What I did was I took an old clothespin, the old style, and I had this is probably a 1-inch, ball. Anyways, you take whichever size that you want to put on it, and I didn't want this little bitty thing here for the head, so that's why I glued the ball on there. Then I drilled a hole with my drill in there, and I wanted to kind of center it right there, but I got off a little bit, so I'm going to leave it like that. And I took a little piece of wire and made a loop and stuck it down the hole, glued it down in there. And then I got me some homespun material, and I have a needle here. And you'll want to cut off whatever length you need, but I made it about 6 inches. 6 inches wide. Probably 5 probably would have done. And get those ravelings off of there. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do before that, though, I thought I had everything ready to go. There it is I want to put the eyes on there and the cheeks. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cheeks on so I don't... All right, this is the center. So right there and right there. Now, my cheeks are on. And for the eyes, not quite big enough. There, that should work. Right there. And right there. Set that aside. Now I'm going to let that dry while I'm working on the dress. And I'll just take a needle and thread and do a running stitch right here. Alright, I'm going to finish this and I'll be right back. Now I have finished my running stitch like that, just right at the top, and I'm going to pull it, kind of straighten it out, and then put it around the neck. I need to trim some threads again. Okay, right around there. Then I'm going to come back over to this side. Stick that right in there if I can get it in there. And pull it real tight. And then I'm going to knot it off. Make a knot so it'll stay there. I'll adjust the pleats once I get this finished. Do it one more time. All right. Set that right there, move it back. Okay. I'm adjusting the pleats like the way I want them, making sure the halo or the halo's in the middle, the eyes are in the middle. Okay, now I am going to kind of put, well, I am going to put a little tab of glue right in there on the dress. Where that stays together. Alright. And I made a little bow somewhere, so I wouldn't have to do it on camera, on video. And I probably knocked it off somewhere. I'm just trying to not make this so long. Well, I'll make me another one. I'll find it somewhere. Come on. Bring that down. I just want a small one. Yeah, about like that right there. Okay. Cut some of the tails off. And I'll glue it right in the middle right here with my hot glue. Okay, she needs some wings, so I've done this already. I have a bunch of, there's my little bow. I knew I had one. Anyways, I have some little doilies, and I just scrunched it up in the middle like this. Like that. And then I took some wire and wrapped it around right there to hold it in place. And now I'll glue that on the back of her. In the middle. Gotta hold it on there for just a minute. And that's it. And you can put a little hanger back here to hang it off a tree. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with mine. I have a bunch of little hooks on my shelves. That would look cute hanging from a shelf, you know, on the hook. So, that is a little angel, and I think it turned out real cute, and it was simple. I painted the head, dotted the eyes, the cheeks, drilled a hole back here, made a halo with wire. There's your wings and that, and it's finished. You can make a bunch of these in no time flat. Turns out real cute. I'm not going to put hair on it or anything. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. So until the next one, God bless, and we'll see you later.